When you were here before, you couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing
Hello and welcome to Seen Through Glass. As you may have guessed, I've fallen a little in love with the Amalfi Coast. I tried to make a straight-laced travel vlog of my short time in this idyllic paradise, but I simply couldn't get the right words out. And let's face it, the best way to show you this place and why I've fallen in love with it is with images of the amazing coastline and not of my face. As you may have seen from yesterday's video, I stayed in somewhere called Casa Angelina. It's about 5 minutes along the coast from the famous Positano, but more on that later. Now, I've already mentioned the fact that I've never been to the Amalfi Coast before, so I didn't really know what I was doing when it came to booking a hotel for the night and where exactly to stay, but I could not have been happier with how things turned out. Now, you might say I'm lucky to spend a lot of time in different hotels, from £40 motels near Edinburgh through to some incredibly exclusive resorts, but I have to say that Casa Angelina has gone straight into my top 3, if not straight to my number 1 all time. Speaking from my experience point only, I really feel like it could be one of the best hotels in the world. Now, I realise there are many incredible hotels all over the place and lots of different factors that make them special, but for me, this place personally ticked all of the boxes. I mean, just look at the view. I had a balcony in my room that looked out on that, and so sunset and sunrise were just incredible. But on top of that, the hotel was just so simple in its perfection, more of a sort of boutique than a grand resort. It didn't do anything in a too over-the-top manner. The staff were all incredibly kind and very generous with their time. And then the breakfast. Long-term viewers on my channel will know that I judge basically all hotels I go to by their breakfast, mainly because I just love breakfast. But from previous experience, I've always found that Italian hotels don't often excel in this area, but the selection at Casa Angelina was mega. I mean, I didn't even order anything from the hot menu. There were pancakes, porridge, eggs. I was just so obsessed with everything that was on the buffet, I couldn't help myself but just basically pick one of everything. Finally, what was awesome about Casa Angelina is that if you got bored or claustrophobic in the hotel itself, you could potter down some 200-odd steps to a very famous beach bar by the sea. Now, a beach bar is probably a bit of a stretch. I've learned that on the Amalfi Coast there aren't a ton of sort of sandy beaches. It's all a bit cliffy, but this was a great place to get close to the ocean. You could actually swim in it, which was essential considering the day that we were there, it was like an oven on that patio. I freely admit I decided to go to Amalfi as a purely selfish expedition. I wanted to experience it along with my girlfriend, and I couldn't think when else we would get the chance to go down there other than during Vlogari. And there really isn't much of a car scene apart from some amazing classic Fiat 500s, but it didn't really matter for me. From this point onwards, every day of Vlogari, I'm lucky enough to be doing something amazing with cars. They will be the focus. So this was my sort of true indulgence in a bit of travel, 650 kilometers south, purely to stay at some epic hotel on a cliff. But what an epic hotel and what a cliff. Before we left the area totally, we decided to head into Positano itself. Now, this is a very famous little town on the coast. It's sort of one of the hot spots, I guess you would say, of the Amalfi Coast in general, and it had more impressive yachts in its harbour than Monaco itself. It was also stunningly beautiful, but I just learned that that's not something you should be surprised by with anywhere in this area. Finally, it was time to finally depart and start heading back up north to start filming some pretty mega cars. And so we had to leave this stunning place behind us. And in my mind, we did it in completely cliched but perfect style in a little Italian, Japanese, convertible with Dean Martin blasting.
Everybody loves somebody sometimes. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying my someplace is here.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.
I would arrange for every girl to have your charms. Then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your heart. Everybody loves somebody sometime.